weight loss connection with diabetes and 5 strange symptoms of diabetes. This is what we will cover in this video. Many people who develop type 2 diabetes have no idea they're sick until a blood test shows abnormal blood sugar levels, or until their disease progresses and serious complications start to occur. In some cases, though, there are sneaky signs. Some early diabetes symptoms are well known: constant thirst, extreme hunger, excessive urination, fatigue, irritability and sudden weight gain or loss. Let us look at 5 strange symptoms of diabetes. Hearing or vision loss. Elevated blood sugar levels can damage your retinas and cause fluid levels around your eyeballs to fluctuate, leaving you with blurry or impaired vision. Once blood sugar levels return to normal, eyesight is usually restored, but if diabetes goes unmanaged for too long, the damage could become permanent. Likewise, high blood sugar can also affect nerve cells in the ear and cause impaired hearing. It's something that few people talk about, but experienced audiologists know to look for the connection, says Dr. Tamler. It's definitely something I check for during my physical exams. Inflamed or infected gums, periodontitis, also known as gum disease, may be an early sign of type 2 diabetes. The BMJ Open Diabetes Research and Care have found that people with gum disease, especially those with severe cases, had higher rates of diabetes, both diagnosed and undiagnosed, and pre-diabetes than those without gum disease. Skin discoloration. Long before you actually get diabetes, you may notice a dark discoloration on the back of your neck, says Dr. Tamler. This is called acanthosis nigricans, and it's usually a sign of insulin resistance, a loss of sensitivity to the hormone the body uses to regulate glucose, that can eventually lead to full-blown diabetes. Strange sensations in your feet in the early stages. This may be barely noticeable, says Dr. Tamler. You may feel a strange, electric tingling in your feet, or have decreased sensation or decreased balance. These strange sensations could be caused by something as simple as wearing high heels or standing in one place for too long. But they could also be caused by other serious conditions, like multiple sclerosis, so it's important to mention them to your doctor. Long naps. In a scientific review presented last year at the European Association for the Study of Disease annual meeting, people who took daytime naps longer than an hour were 45% more likely to have type 2 diabetes compared to those who napped less or not at all. It's not likely that snoozing during the daytime actually causes diabetes, say the study authors. But they say that it can be a warning sign of an underlying problem like sleep deprivation, depression, or sleep apnea, all conditions associated with an increased risk of diabetes. Now let us understand the relation between diabetes and weight. Approximately 90% of people with type 2 diabetes are overweight or obese. While obesity often contributes to the development of diabetes, the bigger driver of weight gain is the high insulin levels that are found well before the diagnosis of diabetes. 1. With type 2 diabetes, insulin is high, and insulin is a fat storage hormone. Everyone has glucose, a type of sugar, in their blood at all times. Glucose is a source of energy that largely comes from eating carbohydrates. Simply put, when you eat carbohydrates, your blood sugar rises. Insulin is produced by your pancreas, and insulin has many functions in the body. One of insulin's functions is to help get glucose out of the blood and into cells where it can be used. In order to do this, insulin rises along with glucose. So when you eat carbohydrates and glucose rises, the insulin is rising as well. Once in the cells, glucose is mostly used for energy. If you have type 2 diabetes, this process doesn't work well anymore. Your body has become resistant to the signal of insulin, so the insulin isn't as effective at moving the glucose out of your blood. That's how you end up with high blood sugar levels after eating carbohydrates. Having chronically elevated blood sugar levels is dangerous, so your body needs to do something about it. Your body responds by making more and more insulin to try to get the job done. Recall now that insulin has many functions, not just to facilitate the removal of glucose from the blood. Insulin also works to promote the storage of fat and to block the release of fat from fat storage. So instead of losing weight, you just keep gaining, thanks to all that insulin. 2. Type 2 diabetes medications can drive weight gain. Remember how your body's own insulin is a fat storage hormone? That's also true for insulin that has been prescribed to you, whether delivered by injection or by pump. That's why a common side effect of prescribed insulin is weight gain. Another class of medicine for type 2 diabetes, sulfonylureas, work by stimulating the pancreas to produce more insulin. And once again, more insulin in your body means more fat storage and more weight gain. So what is the solution? Check out our most recommended method to control type 2 diabetes as well as burn fat and lose weight. The link is given in the description box below this video. It brings about positive results in an astonishingly fast time frame.